Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 45 of our Colorado Rockies Rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. We are in year six of this rebuild. We have two World Series titles, an additional World Series appearance, but we find ourselves at 5-5 through 10 games, and we're just trying to avoid as much as we can being a 500 ball club. Plan of attack today, we are just going to try, probably fail, but try to get through the rest of April. I think that'll give us a better idea of where we stand. If you missed last episode, I highly recommend you go watch it. I did a quick team breakdown at the beginning of the episode, just sort of where we are in terms of hitters, pitchers, what our team is looking like going into the season. We have already made one change since the start of the season. Jose Fleury, our long reliever, has been sent down to AAA, and Peyton Martin has been claimed off of waivers from the Padres so far through 9 innings. Doing very, very well for himself. Sub 1 whip, ERA of 0. Can't complain there. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. We have the Milwaukee Brewers in town. We lost game one of the series 1-7. So vengeance will be ours here today against Mr. McGreevy. Luis De Leon is on the mound. So far, his ERA is sub 1. Doing very good. But again, with what we talked about, the goal with Luis is, can he get me 6 innings? He has yet to do so this year. Here's hoping for a nice 6 shutout innings today. Striking out Kenny Gomez is a good start. Vlad Guerrero Jr. on the Brewers still. He goes down swinging. I think this is his third year. Yeah, this is his third year on the Brewers. He's had a very solid career for himself, but I think he's kind of hit a wall this season. He is also making $42 million, which is quite the penny. As Jackson Churio walks and Sam Parker strikes out. Good inning, but again, he needed 24 pitches, which isn't great. Jason Dominguez flies out to right to get us started. Bad omen. We're doomed. There we go. How you Lee? A nice bloop single. Oh, I just realized the tag still said football coach college dynasty. Whoops. We're fine. Charlie Condon flies out to center. That also means it set it for last stream too. Oh boy. Our old friend Jesus Made, also known as Jesus Made, with a double. We get Lara at first, and a wild pitch scores Mr. Jesus. Not great. Bryce Terang walks. I don't think I'm getting 6 innings out of Luis. He's already in 45 pitches, and the second inning ain't even over. All right, there we go. Infield pop-up. 47 pitches through 2 innings. Oh, boy. But the Brewers do take the lead. Goodman grounds out. Goodman, so far, averaging a home run every other game, which means if he keeps that pace, he's going to shatter every hitting record under the sun. Carrick strikes out, and Perdomo gets it down and right, though. We have life. There we go. Uh-oh, Tovar's injured. Oh, no. Well, That's a problem. Does it tell me the reason? No, it doesn't. Oh boy. Okay, so Trian Castel can take second. Perdomo can take short, but I need a third baseman. I did force Cole Carrig to play third base for a few games 2 seasons ago. Or last season, rather. I think that's honestly what I'm going to do. We're going to bring in James Triantos to pinch run, as he is our speedster. But it matters not as Yankeel grounds out to second. Okay, this is going to be the ugliest infield configuration anyone has ever seen. So, what do I need? Perdomo moves to short. Cole Carrig moves to third. Triantos goes to left. Our defensive ability has just cratered in the infield, but it's fine. All right, clean third from Luis. That's huge. If Tovar is out for a long period of time, we are in big trouble because we don't have a lot of good shortstop options. There's no one Shanuel lines out. What I might honestly do. What is Mr. Castell's arm rating? And nah, he would be a bad third. He would be a bad shortstop if I try him there. Leadoff double from the Brewers this inning. We get Jesus looking. I don't think Luis is going to give me 5 innings. Like, he's already at 76 pitches. We need a double play. Luis, please. Duh. And the Brewers have another runner. We do get. Yeah, we got Parker. So they don't even get one, which is huge. There we go. Perdomo takes down Bryce. We're okay. I mean, we're not okay. One of our best players just got injured. It is quite ominous. All right, Hunter Goodman and Condon are both aboard. Triantos filling in for Tovar. Infield Papa. Not great. Here's Cole Carrig. He hits it up to center. I doubt that moves anyone. Here's Perdomo. There we go. He hits it back up the middle. Condon, not the quickest in the game, but he's going for home safe. Tie ball game so far. And don't get me wrong, it's a very early returns, but Perdomo has been amazing. He has 6 hits in his last 3 games. And Yankeel strikes out. Man. Yankeel. How many runners has Yankeel left on base already? 4. Not great. Okay, we're going to get. What's the lefty situation looking like? They don't have a lot. I'm going to get Gastelum warming. If Luis can get me Jefferson Cuero, maybe Kenny Gomez. Gastelum can get me Vlad Guerrero Jr., Jackson Trio, and then I can have Zerpa try to get in the next 4 batters. That is my master plan. Perdomo cannot pick up the baseball, and he has an error. I'm going to let him face Kenny Gomez. It gets through. All right. That's it for Luis. I wanted 6 innings. He only gets me 4. I really, really don't want to have to move him to long reliever in the future because he's on this contract. But man, he just does not have it. Soft grounder to third. Cole Carrig cannot make the throw. And the bad inning gets worse. Brewers take the lead. Big strikeout there of Churio. That's huge. All right, I lied, Luis. You're going to face Sam Parker. There we go. He gets into. How Yuli just dropped the baseball. Don't make me put you at third base. How? Because I will. Sac fly from Jesus. That is going to score one. I believe that's going to be an unearned run for off of De Leon. I'm going to get Zerpa warming in case Gastelum can't get Joey Ortiz. Well, he gets him swinging. I mean, yeah, both runs that inning were unearned because of the error from How You Lee and then the error from Perdomo. Unfortunate. But, and I did say this, I think at the end of our last offseason episode, 2 episodes ago, the downside of Castell being our backup infielder is he plays first really well. He can kind of play second, and that's it. His arm is not good enough for him to play third. His error and range aren't good enough for him to play short. So that is an issue, and it has officially come back to bite us now that Tovar is hurt. How Yuli flies out. Come on, Condon. 2-run shot. He does hit it deep to center, but that's going to be caught easily. All right, Luis is out. Zerpa is in. Luis Lara switches to the right side. Dang, switch hitters. And Zerpa strikes him out anyway. Very good. Ideally, Zerpa can get me Taranquero and Kenny Gomez. That's my goal. Terang hits it into left center. That might even be a triple with his speed. He holds up at second. And Jefferson Cuero hits it deep to left field. That ball is yeet. Well, the bad game has become worse. Maybe the Brewers just have our number. They're just mad that we beat them in 7 in last year's NLCS. That's my conspiracy theory here. Vlad gets aboard. Zerpa does not have it today. But I don't have that many other bullpen options remaining, so unfortunately for Zerpa, he's just gonna have to kind of eat this. There we go. He gets another strikeout. That'll do. We got Perdomo and Cole Carrig at the corners. I'm going to make a pinch hit here. Actually, before I do that, hey, Michael, you are better against righties than lefties. All right, I'm going to let Yankeel face him. And he hits it right at Guerrero Jr. Oh, Yankeel. It's fine. All right. If Zerpa can get me Sam Parker and then Jesus, Gage Wood should be able to get me the rest of the 7th and the 8th. And we'll be okay. At this point, I'm just trying to not use 5 bullpen arms. That's just the goal right now. Jesus gets aboard. Yeah, Zerpa didn't have it. That's going to be it for him. The 2 errors don't help this, but yeah, our guys did not have it. Gage Wood to face Ortiz. Please don't walk him. He did not. Fly out to right. Jesus does not try to advance, which is very kind of him. And Lara strikes out. All right. Could have been worse. Don't get me wrong. Could have been better. How Yuli and Condon are aboard. Hunter Goodman strikes out swinging. Not good from him. All right, Gage, give me the ace. There we go. Clean from him. We're going to have Dylan Lee for the 9th, and then that'll be that. There we go. Perdomo with an RBI double. Yankees trying to salvage anything from this game. He does not. A poor defensive player. And that's a hit. Well, you know. And Jason Dominguez flies out to short. All right. Good work from Gage Wood, 1 2/3 clean. And Jackson Churio has found himself on third base. Throw it home, you coward. He did. He did not get Churio. Oh, boy. I mean, Dylan Lee's just going to have to eat this. Like, I'm not bringing in Munoz for this. So, yeah, I think the Dylan Lee free agent signing may very well come back to bite us a lot. Man. I mean, now I just have to get Munoz in. Just get Terang, man. There we go. Double play to end the inning. Good God. That was terrible. All right. We're going to pinch hit here. Tianzhou is going to get the bat for Nolan Chaniel. Hits it deep to left, but that's going to be caught. See if the others can do anything. No, sir. We lose 8-2. Probably our worst pitching performance in a while. Had 2 errors. Perdomo had 4 hits, which is very nice. But obviously, the big news is Ezekiel Tovar's injury. 10 months. He's out for the season. We've lost him for the season. Wow. A year after getting a 4.7 WAR, having a career year, massive gains, he's out for the season. And that also means that the last year we have him, he's going to be under the final year of his contract. Man. He was hitting the ball so well, too. That sucks. Yeah, it's really bad. That is, with exception of How You Lee, that is the worst player we could lose for a full season, is Tovar. Okay, so shortstop is now a problem because looking at our development here, we don't really have a lot of good succession plans. Ashley Andahar is who the AI would like me to call up, 22 years young, solid bat, not a lot of power. He's not going to walk a ton, but good defensively. Luis Marquez is currently out with a sprained ankle, which is grim because he may have been my call up. I could very simply have Perdomo take short in place of third base and then call up someone to take third. But even then, my options aren't great. Like, Encarnacion, I think, just needs more time in AAA. Alex Bush is not a very good defensive third baseman. The bat could be there, though. What else could I do if I wanted to get a little crazy? I could call up Tucker Tillman. I'm kind of out on Tucker Tillman. If we're just having honest conversations with ourselves, Ronier Hernandez can really only play second. I think the move might just be Ashley Andahar. Let's see what his back can get us at short. What a sad state of affairs this is, huh? Or we slam Cameron Kim into the start now. Okay, so that is going to require some configuration now of our lineup. Andujar obviously is going to take short, but I don't want him batting that highly. I think Perdomo's done really well. I'm going to try to move. We're going to move Yankiel up to sixth and hope that sparks something in his bat. Tianzhou is going to take it against lefties, and then Andahar is going to be our shortstop. Okay. Well, we have now lost Ezekiel Tovar for the rest of the season. That sucks. Man, he was doing so well for us the last couple seasons. He was crushing it to start this year, and here we are. All right. Well, with that tragic news, let's move on to game 3 of this Brewer series. Hunter Goodman is out resting, so Dario is going to take catcher. Ashley Andujar is in short. Overall, not a great state of affairs. I do admit we have had better looking lineups throughout the time, I must say. All right, Chase Burns is on the mound. I do not have the most fit bullpen ever, so that is something to monitor. And runners at the corners already for the Brewers. Jackson Churio strikes out, thank God. Can he get Jesus? Yes, he can. Back-to-back Ks for Chase Burns. Thank you, sir. All right, Travis Castell also DHing over Nolan Shanuel today. Castell, Howuli are aboard. Condon whiffs. Triantos hits it softly to short. The animation said Howuli was safe. This game is rigged. I have faith. There we go. Clean. Perdomo and Levert are aboard. Ashley Andujar's first ever major league at bat. And he hits into a fielder's choice. Fine. Andujar also has decent speed, which will be good. As Dominguez grounds out there. Oy, and Vlad Guerrero hits a 2-run shot. And then Sam Parker hits a solo shot. Chase, calm yourself, buddy. Oh, boy. I think the Brewers just have our number this year. There we go. Dominguez is under that. They're going to get one. Burns is already at 65 pitches, man. 66 pitches through 3 innings. I hear that's a bad ratio. There we go. Howuli solo shot. Tianzhou with a 2-run shot. We're in business. Dario tries to match, but he flies out to right. There we go. Clean fourth from Chase. That's very nice. All right, Andahar, what do you got for me? Second ever major league at bat. Hits it deep. Center field down at the wall. That will be a nice double for the kid. All right. All right, Andujar. Jason Dominguez hits it deep to left, but that's going to be caught. Here's Castell, and Castell is hit. Quit hitting my DH. How Yuli walks. Bases are loaded for power threat Charlie Condon. But instead, he strikes out swinging. Not great. 2 runners are aboard with 2 outs against Burns. Ortiz hits it to How You Lead. The throw got him. Nothing for us in the 5th. I am going to get. See, we just don't have arms. Wellington Herrera will start warming up. If Chase can even get me 2 outs, that would be huge. And Lara gets aboard. I don't think I'm going to get the 2 outs that I want. Nope. Jefferson Cuero gets down. There goes that. All right. Wellington, I have complete faith. Hey, they scored no runs. My faith has been proven correct. As Perdomo gets it down. I have a feeling Perdomo is going to be like this year's version of Kyle Farmer. Kyle Farmer, who we had in year 1 of the save, just hit like 8th and was lights out. Then I traded him at the deadline. Dominguez gets it through. Very good. Because especially with how our outfielders are struggling at the bottom of the order, if Perdomo can hit well, we'll be in business. Also, they're saying Dominguez was tagged out there. That's totally what the animation showed. There we go. Castell gets it down. Tie ball game. And How You Lee, it flies out. All right. All right, Wellington, you're on 12 pitches, buddy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There we go. He gets Contreras swinging. Can he get Joey Ortiz to hit into a double play? No. Ortiz instead hits it to the wall. That will score 1, maybe 2. No throw. It does, in fact, score 2. And Laura walks. Oh, boy. No more runners score. Good work there from Gastelum. Can he get me the 8th clean? Yes, he can. So I'm going to bring in Munoz in a game that we're going to be down 2, perhaps, when he gets in. Which is kind of funny. Perdomo is thrown out. Andahar gets aboard with an error and advances to second. Very good. A lefty, Jose Alvarado, in to face Dominguez, who rifles it down the left field line. That will score Andahar. Dominguez is in second. Very good. I am going to pinch hit here. Although Castell so far against lefties has done pretty well for himself, but I am going to pinch hit. Nolan Shanuel is going to get the bat. And he lines out to first. No dice. Here's How You Lee. Strikes out looking. We get 1, but that's it. Here's Munoz in for a non-save situation. And already 2 runners are aboard. Lovely. And Lara gets in. Andahar can't make a throw. Bases are loaded. Sim it. All right, they only got 1. I'm not too mad at that. Bases are loaded. No outs. Only get one run. I'll take it. Condon K's. Triantos lines out to left. Tien, you are the man. And our last hope. Diving catch made there at third. That's your ball game. We have been swept by the Milwaukee Brewers. We gave up 7 runs, 8 runs, and then 7 runs again. Very poor from us. Okay, we are going to sim game 1 of the Padres series. We lose 2-3. Herrera got hit early on. Zerpa came in and was clean. But our offense could not get anything going. Only 7 hits, 3 walks the whole way through. Very uninspiring. And Michael Jindra has a season-ending injury. You're joking. I mean, there was a non-zero chance he would have been up in the majors this year. And now he has a torn shoulder injury. His velocity is done. His stamina is done. He's a reliever now. Yeah, he was going to be up in AAA soon, and then maybe the majors after that. Our future ace is done. I don't think he's going to be a starter again. His stamina is already low to begin with, and a torn labrum. Well, that sucks. Oh boy, Matt Manning pitching for the Padres. The man threw 82 innings with the Yankees in 2028. If Matt Manning throws 82 innings with the Yankees in 2028, like, scenes. Also, if we can't get a win against Matt Manning, so help all of you. Nolan Shanua is cold, which is lovely. Hold on. So I forgot why Costella's in, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, so Nolan's going to get the rest. And then I'll have Cole Carrig hit here for Triantos. Give him the start against Manning. I think Yankee resting is probably best for all parties involved. We get 1 hit, nothing else. Sandy Ozuna. I mean, now the pressure is on Casilla and Ozuna to do well because we do not have Gendra climbing the rankings to back them up. Oh boy. All right, Goodman grounds out. Tien the man strikes out. And Cole Carrig lines out to right. Nothing doing for the young group. All right, Jose Ramirez is aboard. Ethan Salas to ruin my day. Dominguez is there. Ramirez thinks better of it. And Duhar, the throw gets him. Very nice. I think that's the benefit of having Andahar at short and Perdomo at third is the left side of our infield is very good, defensively speaking. Man, nothing from either offense so far. Sander Bogarts, though, is aboard at second. Mr. Manny Machado flies out to right. Also, shout out to Manny Machado for still being with the Padres all this time. He was worth negative WAR last year. He's been worth negative WAR this year. And they've already signed him randomly to a 1-year contract extension. Oh, boy. How's his ratings been at third base all this time? Not great. Negative 2.8 zone. He's had 15 errors. Little pour there. All right, Andahar, you got this, buddy. There we go. Line driving to right. Hey, if Andahar can play, then we'll be in business because he's only 22 years old, young, defensively sound shortstop. Like, if he can play, we're looking really good for a future infield. As Jason Dominguez pops up, Castell lines out, which means, unfortunately, how you lead, your ball's going to get caught at the wall. They walk him. Here's Condon. Hits it up to left. Caught at the warning track. We threaten. We do not score. Who had the error, fellas? Hunter Goodman at catcher. Not great. Sack fly is going to score the runner from third. Hunter, you're killing me. There is a genuine argument that at a certain point I should just have Hunter Goodman DH. Zozuna strikes out Fernando Tatis to end the inning. Because, like, let's say if Nolan Shanewell isn't hitting the ball well, it might be better to have Hunter Goodman DH, and then my catcher contingent can be Dario and Miguel Palma. That might be a better idea than, say, have Tian DH or Travis Castell DH. Tian, speaking of, hits it over the top of the center fielder, and he has a double. We have a runner in scoring position. Everyone stop the presses immediately. Here's Cole Carrig. Hits it up to center. That's not going to be deep enough to advance Tian. So he stays at second. Perdomo is walked. All right, Andahar. Hits it sharply to short, but they get Perdomo. All right. So Ozuna is doing really well for himself. I am going to warm up Griffin Jacks all the same. And a clean seventh from Sandy. So yeah, that'll be it for him. Griffin Jacks can take the eighth. And we'll just see what happens after that. Strikeout. Dominguez has struck out 3 times. Our hitters have just been poor. Like to a man. We just haven't been good. I'm going to pinch hit here. Nolan against the lefty. Grounds out to first base. Oh, boy. There we go. How Yuli gets aboard. Tovar getting out injured for the season and then Ginger getting injured for the season is just such a horrible start to today, ain't it? Here's Condon now. Strikes out swinging to end that. All right, great work from Sandy Ozuna. I think it must be said. 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks. Only 2 Ks, which I respect. We're going to bring in Griffin Jacks for the 8th. And it's clean. All right, we're going to get Munoz warming in case we tie or take the lead. Here is Hunter Goodman to get us started. Goodman hits it softly. The catcher picks it up. The throw gets him. All right, Tien the man. Line out to short, and we are down to our last out. Cole Carrig will take the bat. Carrig hits it deep. Center field gone. We have a tie ball game. Down to our last out. And Cole Carrig hits it 408 feet in the air. Very good, sir. I am now going to pivot and get Gage Wood warming up in case it's a tie game going into the 9th. Perdomo lines out to right to end the inning, but we do tie the ball game. Very good. All right, Munoz is going to sit down. Gage Wood is going to take the ninth. Sean Bouchard, our old friend, who year one was poor. We let him walk in arbitration. He goes to the Pirates and is very bad. Goes to the Cubs, is even worse. Has since gone to the Padres and been horrendous. He struck out nearly 190 times last season. Oh, Sean. Yeah, and he strikes out here, pinch hitting. Fair enough. Fernando Tatis Jr. pops it up to third. Perdomo is there. Mr. Heston Kierstad hits it deep to center, but Dominguez is under it. No issue. We are going to extra innings, folks. And Gage Wood is only on 8 pitches, so unless we score a run, it's going to be him in the bottom of the 10th. Here is Andahar. He hits it up to right. That might be deep enough to move Perdomo. It is not. Jason Dominguez walked him. Nolan Shanuel now full count. He hits it up the middle into center field. Gets through. Perdomo is scored. We take the lead. Very good, comrades. We're going to get Munoz warming up. And Howie Yuli is walked once again. Bases loaded. Charlie strikes out swinging. Ah, man. Hunter Goodman, bases loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out, and you can't score anyone else. All right, Munoz coming in for the 10th to get the save. Randy Arozarena hits it up to center. Kierstad does not advance. I'm surprised they don't bring in a pinch runner for Heston. Xander Bogaerts lines out to a diving Dominguez. And now Jose Ramirez, the Padres' last hope, strikes out swinging. We take it in extras, 2-1. I think game ball has to go to Sandy Ozuna. He pitched amazing. Bullpen locked it down, and then Cole Carrig gets the home run shot in the 9th. Very good win. We like those. All right, let us sim the finale of the Padres series. We lose it 1-7. Oh boy. Casilla gets popped for 3. Peyton Martin gives up 4 and doesn't even get an out. Ouch. That's painful. And now we have the LA Dodgers. I'm scared. Oh boy. I think I'm going to play. Is it a 4-game series or 3? It is a 3. All right, I'll play game 1, sim game 2, and we'll see what happens in game 3. All right, so Perdomo is going to get the day off, which means how you lead at third, like, or do I just try Castell? I mean, Castell just does not have the arm for it. So at that point, then it's a question of, do you want Cole Carrig, like, in third? Honestly, yeah, let's just do that. Let's get a little bit wacky with it. So yeah, no Perdomo, no How Yuli. I will have Yankiel face the lefty in Tien the man's stead. Nothing in the first for us or the Dodgers. Very good. All right, Condon, buddy, I need you to get me something today. He walks. You know what? That counts as something, I think. Hunter Goodman strikes out swing. Yankiel Fernandez hits it deep. Center field, gone! Home run, Yankiel. 423 feet. He's still got it. Here's Triantos. He hits it deep. Left field, gone. Back-to-back home run shots for the Rockies. Travis Costello grounded out. You know what? He, in his heart of hearts, he knew that the home run ball not in his wheelhouse. And a hard grounds out also. But we get 3. And you know what? Against the Dodgers, that might be what all we get. I think they're also probably mad that we swept them in the NLDS last year. They're probably very upset about that. Which, I get. Ooh, a Dodgers error. Triantos and Castell are aboard. Andujar soft grounder to third. He might beat it out. No throw. He does. Bases loaded. Jason Dominguez swings on the 3-1 pitch and hits into a double play. Well, good news, we score a run. Bad news is we only get 1. Nolan Shanuel does get the ball down, so we get a second. That's huge. Here's Cole Carrick now. Lining out to left. All right. A couple more runs for our trouble. Luis De Leon on 55 pitches. The Dodgers got their first hits on him. He was doing so well. There we go. Yankiel hits it hard up the middle. No throw is made. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here's Triantos. Single scores 1. Castell strikes out looking. And Andujar strikes out swinging. All right. We get 1. Probably going to be all she wrote. All right. I am going to warm up Peyton Martin. Let's see if Luis can give me the 6th inning. He does. Good for Luis. Luis got me the 6 innings I wanted. 6 innings, 2 hits, 4 walks, 10 Ks. Very good. Peyton Martin. Peyton. All right, he gets Josh Naylor. But Freeland takes 3rd, and a wild pitch scores him. Man. Peyton Martin was looking lights out in his first couple appearances. And Zardo is walked. All right, he gets Walker Jenkins. Can he get Mr. Diaz? Yes, he can. All right. Very good. There we go. Charlie Condon's solo shot in the 8th. Peyton Martin works a clean inning. We're going to get Dylan Lee warming up for the 9th. See if the bottom of the order can do anything here. Castell gets aboard. Very good. And now this can be caught for a brief moment. And Dominguez hits into a fielder's choice. Will pinch hit here. Tien, the man, is going to get the bat for Nolan. And Tien lines out to right. Okay, Dylan Lee is going to come in for the 9th. Clean from him. All right, we take game 1 against the Dodgers. Shout out to the bottom of our lineup. Triantos, Yankiel, both with home runs, 2 hits apiece from a lot of guys. Very good. Luis De Leon, lights out pitching. Let's sim game 2. We lose it 6-10. Chase Burns gets popped for 6. Herrera, 3 shutout innings. Good for him. Zerpa and then Gage Wood. The AI decided to let pitch 38 pitches. Get shelled. Don't know why. All right, game 3, rubber match. Goodman is tired, so Dario will get the bat. I think I'm going to give Jason Dominguez a day off. It's not going great for him. We'll have Cole Carrig take center. Triantos will lead us off in left. And then Tien the Man is going to bat second for Nolan Chanuel. Against everyone's favorite Shohei Ohtani, who is 35 years young. He has 4 years left on his contract. Let's spin around for an 0-2 count. It's very suspenseful. Maybe we'll get a hit. Soft grounder to short. Maybe. Nope. I had faith. It did not manifest anywhere. All right, How Yuli and Condon are aboard. Yankee. The ground's out to second. But let the record show we had runners. Just let the record show. Uh-oh, an error. Who by? How Yuli at second, which isn't great. But now Triantos and How Yuli are aboard. Condon strikes out swinging. Very good. And Yankiel pops up. Oh, boy. Man, Herrera is crushing the Dodgers right now, and we just can't get anything offensively. Andahar grounds out. Triantos, soft grounder back to Shohei. He does beat it out. And Shohei is hurt, and they take him out of the ball game. Tien the Man strikes out. Do we know Shohei's injury? We do not. It could be bad. And How Yuli strikes out to end that. But Shohei is out of the game, which is huge. Come on, Condon. Solo shot to right field. Not quite. He ground out to left. Not quite. Yankiel lines out to center. For a moment, I thought that was going to get down, but no dice. There we go. Cole Carrig just over the second baseman's head. And Dario lines out to man. We can't even get guys to second. That's just kind of where we're at. Now, the Dodgers have gotten their first hits of the game in the 6th inning. Hyesung Kim and Mr. Diaz are aboard. Mookie Betts lines out to left. Let's see if Herrera can get out of this against Corbin Carroll. Hit to short. Andujar's throw gets him. Very good from the young shortstop. That'll play. Here's Perdomo. They walk him. Andujar, I believe in you. Hits it to third, and it's a 4. They only go to first. I'll take that fielder's choice. So they make a bullpen switch. Triantos grounds out to short. Come on, Tien the man. Come on, buddy. Strikes out looking. You know, I'm not saying that I should send Tien down to AAA, but I'm kind of thinking about it. All right, that's going to be it for Herrera. Very good day from him. 6 clean innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Gastelum clean in the 7th. He did need 17 pitches, though, so I think that's going to be it for him. Dylan Lee can get the 8th. We're still looking for a run. How you Lee? It's it deep to left field. We got our run, folks. Is that the reverse announcer jinx right there? The streamer jinx is how you Lee gets the solo shot. We have the lead. Condon is walked for the 2nd time today. Yankiel flies out to center. Man, he just does not have it so far this year. Then again, none of our outfielders really have it right now. Like, Triantos is the only one, and he's primarily a backup. So that's the end of the list in terms of outfielders that are doing well. As Condon pops up, they bring in a lefty to face Dario because they fear his bat. And Dario pops up. Dario's audition for the starting catcher job going forward is not going well. All right, Dylan Lee is going to come in for the 8th. And Freeland and Hai-Sung Kim are already aboard. And Jenkins gets it down. Do I cut a guy after like 4 appearances? That's just kind of where I'm at, man. Okay, he's made 7. He's made 7 appearances. I mean, this is the guy that, I traded Victor Vodnik so that Dylan Lee could pitch. And so far, it has not gone well. I'm just seeing if Dylan Lee can get out of this without allowing another run. Mookie Betts flies out to left. Is that enough to score the runner at 3rd? Yes, it is. Hai-Sung Kim makes it in. Dodgers take the lead. Corbin Carroll grounds out. Oh, Dylan. All right, we're going to get Munoz ready in case we tie it or take the lead. Edwin Diaz, who already has 6 saves on the season for the Dodgers, gets Perdomo swinging. And Ahar grounds out. All right, Triantos. Strikes out looking. I mean, it's hard to say that's a game we should have won because we only had 6 hits. Yankiel left 5 guys on base. Tien, the man, went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Yeah, it wasn't great. And then Dylan Lee blows it at the end, and that's that. I think I might wait until the end of April to see if Dylan Lee is going to have a spot here. Let's just check how Victor Vodnik is doing for the Red Sox. Perfect through 8. Yep, that tracks. That tracks with how things are going. All right, we're going to sim game 1 against the Nationals. Sandy Ozuna on the mound for us. We lose 3-9. Ozuna gives up 7. Peyton Martin gives up 2. Not great from Ozuna. I mean, this could very well just be a case that Ozuna isn't ready for the majors, but we don't have a lot of pitchers in AAA that are. Also, our bat's only getting 4 hits. Does not help here. Justin Sapp, 3 home runs in single A. Good man. How's Alan Ford doing in AAA? He's doing Allen Ford he's so knocking on the door, man. He is knocking on the door. Because right now, I mean, just looking at our outfielders, right? I got 5 guys. Of them, I would say one is doing well in Triantos, and he only has 9 starts out of 19 games. Everyone else, their OPS is below 300, and their on base percentage is, below 750. What's holding Yankeel up is the fact that he has 4 homers. So okay, here we are against the Nationals. Luigi Casilla is on the mound. Think in terms of subs. I'm going to give Andahar the day off. It's not going great for him. We're going to have Perdomo take short. Cole Carrig is going to take third base and bat ninth. And Triantos is going to bat seventh in left. And I want how you lead a DH. Is that just where I'm at mentally? It might be. How you lead will DH. Travis Castell will bat second and take second base. Full Carrick at third terrifies me, but that's just kind of where we're at mentally. Oh, and Taylor Trammell gets an RBI triple. Fair enough, sir. Oh, never mind. Dylan Cruz got it, and then Cruz looks like was injured. And then, of course, Jock Peterson, 2-run shot. And now Landon Schaefer hits a double. Please make this throw, Cole. I believe in you. Thank God. Well, it's not great. I think Luigi Casilla is going to get sent down to AAA probably by the end of this month. Like he just doesn't have it. I think it was very ambitious giving Luigi the 5th starter spot. But like the free agent starting crop was horrendous. And so we went with an in-house option, which didn't obviously pan out. Perdomo gets aboard. Cole Carrig hits him around. He might make it home with how long the outfielders are taking. He does. A triple for Cole Carrig. You do not see that often. Very good from him. Yeah, he had 7 triples a few years ago, but last year down to 3. Very good from him. Very good. And hey, if Cole Carrig can be a even average third baseman, that makes my lineup construction a lot easier. Castell strikes out looking. Come on, how you Lee? There we go. He gets it through. Cole Carrig scores. We get a couple on the board. Charlie Condon lines out to right. I had such faith. All right, Luigi, you got this. You know what? He's got this. Yeah, see? Never in doubt. Oh, boy. Well, I think we'll go Herrera warming up. Come on, Casilla, get out of the inning. He's going to beat that out, isn't he? Nope, they get Trammell at first. So, yeah, Jock Pearson's going to be the last batter that Casilla faces. And he gets him swinging. All right. Not a good start from Luigi. I think obviously the first inning sucked, but after that, he kind of locked it in and did good work. Herrera can come in now for the 6th. Clean from him. Only on 12 pitches, which is good. All right, Castell and Auli are aboard. Charlie Condon gets it down in center. 1 run will score. In comes Auli safe. And we have a tie ball game with the go-ahead run at first as Goodman strikes out swinging. Yankees hits it back to the pitcher. And they get Condon at second. Well, what else is new? Trianto strikes out. Okay. You know what? We tied the ball game. I'll take that and like it. Let me get Gastelum warming. If Herrera can't get me the seventh, solo shot, and he allows 2 straight runners. Gastelum, good luck. Yeah. Oh boy, and Gastelum's on 21 pitches. Well, that ruined my entire plan. It must be said. Ooh, Perdomo is aboard, and they're about to walk Cole Carrick. No complaints. Hey, you're going to have to throw 3 straight strikes. They did not. As Cole Carrick gets it in the outfield, Perdomo advances to third. Runners are at the corners. I'm going to have Cole Carrick run here to see if he can steal second. Well, I mean, look, if they just want to walk, chill. If they just want to walk Jason Dominguez, I'm not going to complain either. Nope, but he rifles it to right field. That will easily score Perdomo. Cole Carrick has the wheels. We will not know if he comes in home because the camera just doesn't want to show us. Looks like he stopped at third. All right, Castell. He gets it through the infield into left. Carrick scores. We pull within 1. How Yuli up to the plate. Walked him on 4 pitches. Bases loaded. Charlie Condon. He hits it deep. Center field. Gone. Grand slam for Charlie Condon. Oh, he needed that. We have blown this game wide open. So we take a 10-7 lead. Oh, the Nationals bullpen has imploded, and Hunter Goodman gets aboard. There are still 0 outs in this inning. May I remind you? You have the chance to add some more. Yankeel gets it down and left. We're having the inning of our lives here, folks. As a nice double for Yankeel. And again, no outs. Triantos hits it sharply to short. All right, there's out number 1. They got us. Perdomo lines it to left center. That will score 2 more for our trouble. And Perdomo has a double for himself. 12-7 ball game. We have officially batted around in the inning also. Cole Carrick strikes out there. I am, just before I forget, I'm going to have Andahar replace Cole Carrick in this game. Jason Dominguez lines out to end the inning. I'm going to move Perdomo to third. Andahar will take short. And Dylan Lee, who legitimately, if he struggles here, I may cut him right here, right now. You need to get me 1 or 2 outs, man. There we go. He strikes out Josh Jung. He gets Ogawa. Very good. I'm going to get Munoz warming. Don't walk, the bases loaded. He did not. He gets Kevin the flyouts. Man, that scared me. All right, it's still a 5-1 lead, so I'm going to get Gage Wood for the 9th. John Schreiber, Tigers legend, in for the inning. Castell does not beat out the throw. All right, I'm going to pinch hit here. We're going to give Tien the man the at-bat. Struck out swinging, nothing doing. And Condon flies out. All right, no more insurance runs for us, which is honestly fine. All right, Gage Wood. And that is correct. Dylan Lee needed 30 pitches to get 3 outs. Just saying. All right, clean ninth. We get the win against the Nationals off of a massive 7th inning where we batted around. Perdomo, Carrig had 3 hits apiece. Very, very good. Obviously, Condon's grand slam was insane. And then, unfortunately, Casilla got hit in the first inning. Herrera got shelled. That's the only reason this game was ever close to begin with. All right, we're going to sim the finale against the Nationals. We win it 4-3 as Hao Yuli and Charlie Condon get triples. You don't see that every day. Perdomo with 2 hits. All right, Perdomo's starting to get the bat back again. He was doing poor there for a bit, but we have some life. Luis gets popped a bit, but Jax Castellum and then Gage Wood lock it down. Oh, we walked it off. Hey, Andahar walked it off. Good on you, buddy. Save the game ball for the kid. All right, we have the Royals in town. Chase Burns on the mound for game 1. I like how I said in town when it clearly says at Kansas City up there. It's fine. Man, Nolan Daniel just... He really saw the guru and his production has plummeted. We're going to go Tian. Honestly, Travis Castell. Yeah, we're going to go Howie Yuli at second. Or, excuse me, to DH. Travis Castell takes second. That's just kind of where I'm at. Yankees cooled off a bit. Let's give Tian a start in right. Everything else as equal. Chase Burns on the mound. And Dominguez and Castell are already aboard. Look at us. A wild pitch. Now they're both in scoring position. How you lead a nice line drive to center field, please. Well, I got the center field part. It's a sac fly to center that will score Jason. So we take the lead, and already their starters on 18 pitches. Condon hits it deep to center. That ball is gone. 2-run shot for the first baseman. He is white hot in his past few games after struggling mightily up until that National Series. Hunter Goodman grounds out. I believe that takes his on-base percentage below 300 for those keeping track at home. Yep, it's now at 297. Here's Tian in right. Lines out. I think Tian, the man, may get sent down fairly soon because he hasn't had it so far. Perdomo up with a runner on second, and it gets down in center field. That should score Cole Carrig, and it does. 4-1 game. A bulk. You don't see that every day. Andahar strikes out. I don't think Andahar is ready for the majors. Just early results. He's struggling a lot. We may need a different plan for shortstop. Castell grounds out down the inning. All right. Chase. All right, they only get one. Howie leads at second. Condon strikes out. Condon is good for like a strikeout a game at this point. Honestly, even more than that. All right, Goodman grounds out, but he does advance How Yuli to third. So, Tien the man. A nice line drive, please. He had the line drive part, but unfortunately it went right to the left fielder. Face. Our lead is vaporizing before our eyes as the Royals have scored 1 run an inning. So they're on pace for 9. Andahar pops up to the infield. Jason Dominguez flies out to center. And Travis Castell flies out to right. We had runners on first and second, no outs, couldn't even move them. Oh, that's rough. Come on, Chase. Oh my God. Hey, they didn't score a run. Everyone do jumping jacks. Goodman strikes out. They turn to a lefty in the bullpen, and Tien grounds out to end the inning. Oh boy. I'm so surprised that Tien isn't doing well because his ratings are solid. But I mean, he can't hit the baseball. Like he has 3 hits the whole year. Like that's just where we're at right now. Clean fifth from Cole, very nice. Cole Carrig is on second. Let's see if Andahar can do anything today. Nope, popped up to the catcher. Oh boy. Okay, Dominguez walks. Castell flies out to center the inning. I have a very bad feeling this year that unless the home runs are insane, we're going to struggle mightily to score runs. That's just where I'm at. And Chase allows 2 runners immediately. Espinoza gets it through to the outfield, and the lead is gone. 4-4 ball game. Still no outs in the inning. I'm going to let him face Alvarez, and then that's it. And Alvarez gets it down in center. Man. Peyton Martin, half inning. He's getting shelled. Peyton. They've scored 6 runs this inning. And they're going to score more as Young gets it down. My God. Guys. Unbelievable. Chase Burns ends up allowing 7. Peyton Martin allows him 4. I remember at the start of today where I said, Peyton Martin was doing really good. Since then, he's allowed 4, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 4 only got 1 out. Nothing. Oh boy. They're even getting Zerpa. There we go. He gets Bobby Witt swinging. All right, for the 8th is going to be Dylan Lee. There we go. Tien the man solo shot. Trying to justify his place on the roster a little bit. Dylan Lee allows 2 routes. Okay, he's done. Like, I don't like it. Like, we're done here. Like, he's only appeared in 9 games. I get that, but we're done here for all intents and purposes. AAA. Okay, I need a reliever. Whomst do I call to, and why is the answer AJ Russell? At this point, let's see what AJ has got. He's got really good stuff. 45 controls a bit shaky. He didn't do as great in AAA as I would have liked, but at this point, let's just see. So he is going to be another setup man to take Dylan Lee's spot. I think unless this next start from Luigi goes well, we may Find a different starting option there also. All right, let's sim the next game against Kansas City. We win it 6-2. 3 hits from Howe Yulee, 3 from Goodman. Very good. And Har with 2 hits also. Herrera gives up 2. My God, his ERA is huge. All right, but Gage Wood and Munoz lock it down, which is nice. Okay, we're going to play the finale, play game 1 against the Reds. See where our team's kind of at right now. Yankiel is cold. Andahar is cold. That's just where we're at. I'm going to give Condon the rare day off and have Travis Castell bat 4th in his stead. I am also going to give Dominguez the day off. Triantos takes left. Cole Kerrigan moves to center. All right, so a bit of a rotated lineup here. Let's see how we do. Oh, boy. Okay, no runs in the first, no runs in the second. Royals get 2, and we have Nolan Chanua and Triantos aboard. How Yulee gets it through. Okay. We are capable of hitting the baseball. It is good that we can confirm this from time to time. Castell strikes out. Hunter Goodman gets it down in right. That'll advance the runners. Nolan Chanua stays at third, which is the correct decision. Yankiel gets it down and left. That will score 1. Tie ball game. Cole Carrick pops it up foul. Perdomo lines out to left. We get 2. Both bases loaded, 1 out. I'd like to get some more there. Clean 4th from Ozuna. Andahar grounds out. Yeah. I think unfortunately the Ashley Andahar experiment similarly coming to an end because he's an automatic out at this point. Then again, most of our lineup right now is an automatic out as Nolan Chanua strikes out. Oh boy. They get a couple more. Solo shot from Howe Yulee. Very nice. And Ozuna's day is likely done. But you know what, Ozuna? I believe you can strike out Nacho Alvarez. Hits it to Andahar. Gets the runner at second. All right. Not a great day from Ozuna. He gives up 4 runs, 7 hits. There we go. We tie it up. Thank you. Let me bring on... It is 3 straight lefties. Yeah, Zerp is at 83. He's a little tired. Well, I'm going to go Griffin Jacks and just hope he can get this. Well, they've taken the lead, so he did not, in fact, get this. Castell is on second. Hunter Goodman. Mr. Goodman strikes out swinging. Oh, boy. See if Griffin can get me like 1 or 2 outs here. Because ideally, if Griffin gave me this whole inning, and then the 9th could be Munoz, I think we're in a much better spot with our bullpen. Alcantara gets thrown out. Very good. Can we get Carter Young? Yes, we can. All right. A good rebound there from Griffin. We're going to sit Castellan down and get Munoz warming up. if we manage to either tie or take the lead here in the ninth. Yankeel strikes out looking. I'm going to pinch hit here. Jason Dominguez is going to get the bat for Cole Carrig. And he strikes out swinging. All right, Perdomo, you're our last out. He hits it straight up to first base, and that will be caught. Yeah, I mean, that just wasn't a good game from our pitching staff. Like, Ozuna and Jax both integrate. Ozuna struck out 13 batters. I think Ozuna will be okay. Like, I know the ERA and the whip are grim right now, but I think he'll be okay. And then, I mean, Cole Carrig 0 for 3, Perdomo 0 for 4. We're not getting anything from our bottom of the order or the heavy hitters right now. Personal message from Hunter Goodman. I'm not sure if you noticed, my contract will end soon and I want an extension. I'm going to be honest, Hunter. I don't know. Because the problem with giving him an extension is simply that he wants 4 years and 64 million, which is a lot. So I think with Hunter, we're going to see if he can stay healthy. Because last season was the first time he's had like a decently large injury. And how he holds up defensively. Because right now it's not great. Like, he's on pace to have his worst year defensively ever. So we need to see. We need to see. All right, first up, though, we have Luigi Casilla essentially pitching for his spot right now in the rotation. So we'll see how that plays. I am going to give Tien the bat over Yankeel. Nolan Shanuel will get the day off. All right, Luigi. What's Ellie's contract look like at this point? 7 years, 144 million he got. All right, clean first. How Yuli is aboard. Charlie. Struck out swinging. No dice there from Charlie. Yeah, solo shot from Noel V. Marte. We've all been there. Ooh, a Reds error. Means Trantos and Tien are aboard. Perdomo swinging a miss. Dario lines it back up the middle. Run! Run, Triantos. Alrighty, safe. We tied up. Very good. Come on, Andahar. He's also playing for his job similarly. But he flies out to center. That should score Tien. And it does. So we take the lead. Let's see if Jason can bring our boy Dario home. He cannot. He chalked that one up for he could not. All right. Easy enough. Third, Condon Trantos are aboard. Tien the man. Boom. Line out to second. We had such hope, and it was taken away. Uh-oh. Problems in the fourth. A strikeout of Cooper Ingle would be nice, and they get him looking. Can we get Carlos Jorge? Hit to Andahar. Gets the runner at second. That is like the argument for keeping Andahar, despite the fact that his bat isn't great, is that defensively, he is great. Like, he has one error. He has a 4.7 range and a positive zone rating already in like 12 starts. So I think defensively, we'll have a lot less issues with Andahar at short and Perdomo at third than literally any other outcome that we try. That is something to consider as Dario lifts it to left field, but it dies in the cool Colorado air. And Andahar, soft grounder to first. He might beat it out, and he does. You know, Andahar, let's be brave. Let's go for a steal here. Why not? What do we have to lose? All right, it looks like he just doesn't want to go. Fair place. And Jason grounds into a fielder's choice. I need this man. What is. Hold on, because I can see. On the B&M page, you can see ratings by count. 3-1 count. I need this man to stop swinging. He's killing me. All right, Luigi. The wheels might come off here. Ellie is aboard. Luis Mercillo hits it up to center. That should be caught nice and easy. Ellie is going to go for it at third, and he gets there. God, he is quick. How many steals has he gotten in the save? 56 last season, 50 before that. He got 7 for the Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic. Oh, and Marte hits it to the wall. That's going to score Ellie. Dang. All right. And we can't see any of the rest of the play, but Marte holds up. At second. Here's Arroyo. He flies out to center. All right, that's going to be it for Luigi. I mean, it's not the worst start he's ever given me. 5 innings, 4 hits, 200 runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks. We'll see. I think, listen, the world is a lot simpler if Luigi can do well. Like, a lot simpler. As Triantos gets aboard via an error. Tian flies out. Triantos is going for it, and he's safe at third. Okay, James. Okay. James wants that starting left field job. There we go. Perdomo gets it down. We have a run. 3-2. Very good. Dario hits it softly to second, and they get him in the double play. I mean, also, you want to talk about a guy who has plummeted to the earth. Like, I know he only has 18 plate appearances so far, but man, not great from him. All right, Peyton, get me a good, clean second inning. There we go. There we go. All I need to see. Nothing but righties up next. So we'll go Gastelum for the 8th. And then probably Munoz from the 9th, even though he's at 89. There we go. Andahar gets aboard. We have something. One of these days, Andahar is going to get this lead, and he's going to try for the steal. He's going for the base, and he is safe. Good decision to run him there. That could have been a double play, but instead, Dominguez's ground out advances Andahar to third. Here's Castell. Strikes out swinging. Not his day. And Hayuli goes down 2. Well, Andahar, we tried to get you home. Couldn't quite do it. All right, very good bounce back outing from Peyton. 2 scoreless innings, 2 Ks. Very good. Gastelum for the 8th. Clean. We can get Munoz ready. A 37-year-old Tyler Stevenson on the mound, and he allows a bloop single to Condon. Or Robert Stevenson, excuse me. So he started on the Angels, who traded him to the Cubs, who used him for 3 years, and he was okay. Or 4 years, excuse me. Then the Rangers signed him last year. He was fine. Negative WAR is grim. Then this year he has been not so great. All right, Triantos. Line out to center. I'm going to pinch hit here. Yankiel is going to get the bat. He also flies out to center. I am sensing a theme here. Perdomo hits it up to the catcher, and they gun him down pretty easily. All right, Yankiel will take right. Munoz is going to come in for the save situation. I'm going to warm Gagewood up immediately because Munoz is on like, I think it was 83% stamina. He allows a leadoff double. Well, that is what it is. He strikes out Cooper Ingle. Very good. And he walks Jorge. How's Munoz been against lefties this year? Very bad. I'm going to break a rule. Gagewood's going to come in to face Ellie. I need him. I need Ellie to strike out. He is the big bad right now. We need to get him. Got him. Gagewood strikes him out. All right. Matt McLean hits it to short. Andahar gets it. We beat the Reds 3-2. Very nice. I don't like using Munoz that way, but I was worried that Ellie, I mean, one line drive and the game's essentially over. So Gagewood shuts it down. Very nice work. Great from the bullpen. Dominguez 0 for 4 again. He is just crashed down to earth completely. My players are getting suspended. It's fine. All right, we are going to sim game 2 of the Red Series. We win it 8-4. Andahar 3 hits, a pair of runs. Good man. Castell and Tien the man with home runs. How you, Lee? 0 for 5. It's fine. Luis, yeah, they hit him a bit. He did get 7 Ks. Martin allows another earned run. Gastelum, was that like his first earned run of the year? Ah, that was his second. Look at what a Rule 5 draft pick he's been, huh? And then Gagewood gets the 2-inning save. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's do the finale. Quinn Priester on the mound for the Reds. He's been there almost the entirety of the save after being traded in 2026. Now the question becomes, how do I want to configure this? I think Nolan to DH is fine. Cole Carrig can get the start in left. Yankeelan right. I think this is fine. I just feel bad for Dario because he's like never playing, but also he's been terrible. So, yeah. And Ellie's already aboard. And he scored. Fair enough. Ooh, but Jason Dominguez is aboard. Let's see if we can match. Nolan Shanuel walks. Very good. How you leave. Flies out to right. That's not going to move Dominguez. No, I am not running there. And you're mine? I have faith in my 4-5 hitters. And Charlie Condon then promptly grounds into a fielder's choice. I have faith in my 5-hitter. And Hunter Goodman strikes out. Runners on first and second, no outs. And we don't score. Chase Burns is getting shelled. Chase, my good man. No. He is pitching this. Zerpa, sit your ass down. No. I have used my long reliever way too much. Oh my God, Chase. Hunter, if you don't throw out this man. I am paying you $6 million, Chase, and your whip is a 2 and your BABIP is a 446. What are we doing? Triple play it. Screw it. No. They get 1. I mean, I'm pitching him. At this point, I am having Burns just fall on the sword to save my bullpen. He needs to get outs. All right, he gets Ellie swinging because no one ever gets Ellie swinging. He struck out 170 times last season. Come on, get Matt McLean. Thank you. Good God. What a With how wild cardy Ozuna and Casilla are, we need our guys like Chase Burns to pitch well consistently. Because if not, we are in a big trouble. Let's see if I can just get a couple outs here in the fourth. Good job there from Andahar. Gets Cam Collier to pop up. Very good. All right, Ramirez is the last batter Burns is going to face. And he gives up a solo shot to left. Yep. We need a new starter. At this point, it doesn't much matter who he replaces. We need a new starter. Because, Luis De Leon's doing well, but realistically, he's only going to give me 4 or 5 innings an outing. Herrera is going to do well, but my God. Meanwhile, AJ Russell, who I've brought in, has given up back-to-back line drives. Great relay throw there as they get Cooper Ingle. We are down 7-0, and it's only the 4th inning, by the by. 2 runners are aboard for Yankees, who flies out to center. And Cole Carrick grounds out to end that fun. The fun is gone. All right, AJ, can you give me the 5th? Doesn't look like that answer is a yes. For a second, I thought that ball was going out of the park, and I was ready just to concede, you know what I'm saying? Little League rules. Oh, God. There's no facet of our team right now that we can hang our hat on and say that has been, above expectation. There's nothing we have. As AJ Russell has walked to the bases loaded. Zerpa, buddy, they have 4 lefties coming up. I need 4 straight outs. Nope. Our bullpen has been poor. Dylan Lee, who was our free agent signing in the bullpen, is now in AAA. Wellington Herrera is getting destroyed. Munoz has already blown, I think, 1 or 2 saves, and his ERA is up. Jose Fleury's already in AAA, and his replacement, Peyton Martin, is doing poorly. Yeah. Let's take a moment here and just look at this pitching box score. Chase Burns, 3 2/3, 6 hits, 7 earned runs. AJ Russell, 2 outs, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks. Zerpa, 2 outs, but he allowed 2 hits. Yeesh. Dude. God. All right. We're going to bring in Herrera because this game can't get worse. Clean 7th from Herrera. Very good. Let's get Griffin Jackson warming. There we go. Yeah, just nothing doing from our offense either. Nope. We lose 12-0. I think that's probably the worst baseball game we'll have all season. Our offense had 3 hits and 2 walks. Nothing else going, no runs to speak of, and then Burns and Russell got destroyed. Thank God Herrera and Jax were able to give me 3 scoreless, or else that could have been 20 runs scored at the pace they were going. Okay, we have ourselves facing the Atlanta Braves. I think I'm going to play game 1 and see where we're at after that. Hunter Goodman is tired, so Dario is going to get the game. I think Tian is going to take right. Let's do the old how you lead DH. Travis Castell takes second. Rock and roll. I have no bullpen right now. So Herrera, you need to get me 6 minimum. Like that's just where we're at, buddy. Dang. Ooh, Perdomo and Andahara aboard. Come on, Dominguez. Fielder's choice. Andahara is out at second. And a 3-pitch strikeout from Castell to end that inning. Oh, Herrera. Oh, hell. Bases are loaded. Good luck, Herrera. All right, you know what? They only got one. Bases loaded, no outs. They only scored 1 run. I'll take that and like it. Perdomo is at second. Here's Dario. Hits it up to center. That is not going to be deep enough. Especially with Michael Harris Jr.'s 65 arm. But Andujar does advance him. Very good. All right, Dominguez, bring him home. He does not. Flats. All right. What's Herrera on pitch wise? 80. You got this, buddy. There we go. 6 innings from Herrera. We so needed that. And then I'm bringing in AJ Russell again because that's just where we're at mentally. I know you're tired, AJ, but I need outs. There we go. He gets Lipscomb to fly out. Ronald Acuna does not move. Austin Riley hits it over Dominguez's head. That's going to score Acuna. At this point, does Acuna have a new contract? Yes, they gave him a new contract before 2029. 6 years, 126 million. Wow, they should really fire his agent. Oh my God, he's never been healthy. 2026, 115 starts. 2027, 45. 2028, 43. 2029, 78. I'm afraid to look at his injury history. Oh my God. Yep, he strained his MCL, strained it again. 2027. Looks like a lot of week-long injuries, and then fractured his knee in June. They exercised his contract option and gave him an extension after that. Late May, he tore his abdominal muscle 3 months. Had a setback in recovery, needed surgery, out for the season. And then a bunch of week. And then failed to improve his outfield defense in the development league. Or in the development lab, I should say. Just kind of funny. And Russell hit Michael Harris. All right. All right. Kobe Mayo's last batter Russell's facing. He struck him out, thank God. I'm going to need 6 outs from Munoz. Like, I have no other option. That also means our closer is essentially done for the rest of the series, but that's kind of just where we're at. All right, clean 8. He only needed 8 pitches to do it. It's not bad. Ooh, Andahar and Costello aboard. Please, Hao Yuli, a 3-run shot. He hits it deep. Left field gone. Calling the shot. Hao Yuli hits it out. Tie ball game. Let's go. AJ Smith Trover is in. If Condon hits a solo shot here, build the statue. Never mind. He hit it right back up to the catcher. There goes that. All right, Tien the man. Lines out to left in that one. Also, an extra inning game would be catastrophic for us. So that's just where we're kind of at. Clean 9 from Munoz. So Luis Castellum is going to need to get ready. because Munoz is on 22 pitches, so he's done. So we really need a walk-off solo shot here. Cole Carrig, get us started. Keegan Aiken, our old friend. All right, Carrig gets aboard. We have a runner. Drake Baldwin's arm is not great. I'm going to have Carrig run on him. Carrig, I need you to commit and I need you to go. He's killing me. We are going to keep doing this until that man goes. Perdomo struck out. We're in the mud. Dario hits it to center, though. Cole Carrig runs like a madman to third. Is he going home? We have no way of knowing. Yes, he does. We walk off the Braves in the ninth. If you want to talk about a vibe change, the vibes were grim when I had to put A.J. Russell in and he gave up that third run. But then he settled in, got a clean inning. Munoz gave me 2 scoreless, and Hao Lee hits a 3-run home run shot. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Andres Munoz, playing for the Rockies has been a positive experience. The city and fans have been great. Contract expires. I'd like to extend my stay. See, here's the problem with extending Munoz is that he would not be our closer going forward. And therefore, right now, in terms of a contract extension, I think he wants closer money. Like if I just set him to reliever. No, that wouldn't change anything. Yeah, I think that's kind of the issue with extending him is he's not our closer of the future. Like Gage Wood has that. Like for all intents and purposes, Gage Wood should be our closer this year. So I think with Munoz, that's a little tricky. He also has a 5 ERA right now and a 1.88 whip, but that's mainly because at the very start of the year, he gave up 4 runs and didn't get an out. And so all of his numbers are just nuked from that very outing. All right, we're going to sim game 2 of the Brave series. If there's any justice in this world, we'll win it 7-4. We lost it 7-5. Not great. Oh, Acuna sore thumb. I mean, Condon has 3 hits, so does Goodman. Nothing from the rest of the crew. They also had home runs. Ozuna got popped, man. 6 earned. Martin gave up another run, but Herrera Jackson would lock it down. Peyton Martin, you worry me, just on a fundamental level. The fact you're out of waivers is very annoying. Okay, so the month has flipped over to May. We have our development update. Bad news. Sandy Ozuna, his stuff goes down, as does his movement and his potential. Peyton Martin loses stamina, which I don't care about, but his velocity does drop. Carlos Meyer also drops. He has had a poor start in AAA, to be fair. Toman loses power and speed. Encarnacion, it looks like, is he's not very good. Oh, boy. Yeah, not a great development report, it must be said. Some of our younger guys are looking pretty good. Why are you in rookie ball? Go to high A and just crush, dude. Why was he in rookie ball? That's so annoying that the AI does that. I really need to get that age cutoff working, but I've set it and it just keeps resetting. All right. So last game we're going to play today, we're going to play the rubber match against the Braves with Luigi Cassi on the mound. Ooh, Andahar and Howie Lee are both tired, so they're going to get the days off. That means Perdomo will take short, Castell takes second. Cole Carrig is going to take third. I need a left fielder. That can be Triantos. So far, Jason Minguez, Nolan Shanuel, and Yankiel Fernandez are all cold, which is, lovely. I'm going to give Tian the start batting. Actually, I lied. Hunter Goodman will DH. Travis Castell bats second. Dario is going to catch bat ninth. There we go. What an odd defensive configuration I have assembled here. But that's just where we're at mentally. Luigi Casilla, clean first inning, clean second inning. Not so clean third inning, they have a double. Clean fourth, though. Okay, guys, a hit would be nice. Well, we're in the bottom of the fifth, and so far nothing has happened this game. There's been one runner in scoring position the whole time. 3 hits total from the two teams as Yankiel gets an infield single. And suddenly we have life here. Here's Cole Carrig taking third base today. Strikes out looking. Perdomo hits it softly back to the pitcher. He does not beat it out, though. We go to the 6th, and I am going to warm up Gastelum in case this goes poorly. Guy Lipscomb is aboard. You do better against lefties or righties, Guy. You do much better against righties. So I'm going to leave Casilla in to face him. And he walked him. All right, that's it for Casilla. Gastelum is going to come in to face Austin Riley. But a very good start from Casilla, though his numbers might look ugly if these runners score. Strikes out Austin Riley. Michael Harris hits it softly to the pitcher. That's the animation where the guy's going to be safe. No, he got him out. Usually that slow roll means he's safe. That's a very good start from Luigi. Very good. So since I threatened to send him down, he's given me 10 and a third, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, 11 Ks. Not too shabby. Dario has 1 of our 3 hits thus far. He now has 2 of 4. So he hits a leadoff single. Hey, the way this game's going, we need to bring him around. Jason Dominguez then decides instead that he would rather just ground out and do a fielder's choice. Steals second without a throw. Easy peasy. Castell strikes out on 3 pitches. Very good. Triantos gets it down and right. I am sending Dominguez. Acuna's throw is a laser, and they get Dominguez at home. Yeah, I mean, with the way our offense was playing, come on. There's no way. I bank on getting another hit there. All right, swing and a miss there. I think I will let Gastelum face Bo Naylor and then flip to Zerpa. Bo Naylor gets it through. I knew I should have brought in Zerpa to face the lefty, but that is what it is. All right. Zerpa's going to come in to face Michael Massey. And Massey grounds in to a double play to end the inning. Very nice work. To the bottom of the 7th we go, and Spencer Schwellenbach is dealing right now. The man is only on 76 pitches. Now 77 as Hunter Goodman swings at the first pitch of the out. Good job, buddy. Well done. And Yankiel swing and a miss. All right, to the 8th we go. And Zerfa allows Jerks and Profar to hit a leadoff double. All right, fair enough. Santana goes down. Can we get Acuna? We get Acuna. Colby Turner to pinch hit. I'm not afraid. Hit to third. Cole Carrick's throw gets him. Very nice from the bullpen. All right, Munoz is warming. No matter what, he's getting the ninth. I don't want to have Zerpa come out for another inning. As Cole Carrig grounds out. Perdomo lines it to right field. That should be an easy double for the shortstop today. Very good. All right. A nice line drive here. Dario, already 2 hits today. Can he make it 3 for 3? The swing. Pop out to left. We're going to pinch hit here. Tian, my good man, I accept that your on-base percentage is a 163. However, your OPS is a 615. You have 4 home runs. I believe in you. He struck out. All right. So now our outfield configuration is going to get actually horrendous. Triantos is going to take center. Tian is going to take left. And now we have what is defensively, I think, like the worst possible configuration for us. But it's fine. Munoz for the ninth. Clean. And he only needed 7 pitches. That means he'll be good for the 10th if the game goes into extras. Here's Travis Castell. Lines out. Kobe Mayo. Triantos. 2 for 3 so far with a nice RBI. He gets safe on an error from Kobe Mayo, which is rough from him. How's Kobe Mayo's career gone? Baltimore, he was terrible in 2026, better in 2027, so they trade him to the Braves, where he has been an amazing third baseman so far, worth about 3 WAR every season. You bet the Orioles are regretting that trade. Condon pops it up foul, which brings us to our last hope in Hunter Goodman. 0 for 3 today. Make that 0 for 4. Strikes out swing. All right. Munoz, buddy, this is all you. I have no other option. Here's Bo Naylor. Fly out to right. Very good. Kobe Mayo stays put. Michael Massey flies out to right also. That's a little further. But Kobe Mayo stays put. Jurickson Profar strikes out swinging. Brilliant work from Munoz. Just in case, I mean, we're going to get Gage Wood ready for the 11th. But all we got to do is score the ghost runner. And they walk Yankeel intentionally. I mean, the question really is, do I want how you lead a pinch hit or do I want Cole Carrig to take the at-bat? And I think the answer is pretty clearly how you lead pinch hit. And he grounds it to short, and they get the double play. Oh, boy. All right. Here's Perdomo. Hunter Goodman at third. The pitch, the swing, hard grounder to second. Goodman scores, but it does not matter. The pinch hitting decision backfires spectacularly. We are going to have Howie Uli immediately sit down, since odds are he's not going to come up to bat again. Andahar will take short. Perdomo slides over to third. Gage Wood is going to get the 11th. A 1 pitch out would be lovely here. All right, he gets Santana to line out to left. Very good. Acuna strikes out swinging. That's huge. Matthew Lugo. Got him. Strikeout from Gage Wood. That's clutch. Okay, guys, please They walk Dario. Quit it. Just for that, Tian, send the ball over the right field fence. He hits it to left. That's going to be a fly out. What a shame. Perdomo, though, goes to third. Travis Castell up with the chance to walk it off for the Rockies. He hits it deep to right field. The ball is caught, but Perdomo is going home. He is safe without a throw. That's your ball game. Rockies win 1-0 as our pitching staff allows only 3 hits and 3 walks total. Brilliant, especially from a bullpen that was very tired. Munoz went 2 clean innings. Gage Wood locked it down. Trantos with a pair of hits. Dario with 2 hits also. That's very good. And we get it done. Woo. All right, everyone can now sort of exhale. Well, we are currently a 500 ball club. We are 14-16. We have the worst offensive baseball in terms of WAR, second worst in terms of average. We have the second worst starter ERA, third worst bullpen ERA, and the worst defensive team in the National League. We are, however, first in striking people out. So we're just going to let that marinate for a bit. I think overall, pretty much everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Ezekiel Tovar is out for the season. If you would ask me who my most important hitters are, it's Hao Yuli 1, Tovar 2, Condon 3. And Tovar's out for the season. Condon didn't start strong, but he's got a couple multi-hit games. He's getting home runs, so that's looking a bit better. But that's terrible. Jindra also being out for the season. He was a guy that was going to get called up to AAA and then probably the majors sometime this summer. But he is down for the count, and we are just kind of treading water. Our bullpen has been very poor so far. I don't know how long, AJ Russell or Peyton Martin are for this bullpen, but they're not doing great. Chase Burns is getting destroyed. Sandy Ozuna has been wildly inconsistent. Luigi Casilla, I think, overall just is likely a bullpen arm. But, the control, he's walked almost 7 batters per 9. Like, I can't do anything with that. So we will need to figure out something soon if we want to right the ship. We're currently 4.5 games back of the Dodgers, who are 19-12. And, unfortunately for how this has gone, the last time we won the World Series, 2027 we won the World Series. Next year, we're a sub 500 team and missed the playoffs. Last year, we won the World Series. This year, so far, we are a sub 500 team that is on track to miss the playoffs. So that could just be the way fate has deemed it. But thank you all for watching. Obviously, not the greatest sort of half month of games that we play through, but I am encouraged by the fact that we took 2 out of 3 from the Nationals, the Reds, and the Braves to sort of end that month on a good note. We have big divisional series against the Giants and the Padres coming up, as they are the 2 teams closest to us in the division. So looking forward to that. That will be next week, where we will hopefully start improving the club's outlook. So I thank you all for watching. See you next time.